We are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Brian and Daniela. Today, we celebrate love, commitment, family, friendship, and two people who are embarking on one of the biggest adventures of their lives. One does not need a ceremony to have a marriage, so why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important ritual across every modern culture, religion, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives. This one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with all of our loved ones. Despite all of our differences, love is something that binds us. It is one of the great unifiers, one of our universal truths. No matter who we are, where we are from, what we believe, we all know this one thing: love is what we are doing right. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we are reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us here today have had our own love stories. Some of our stories have burned short and bright, while others have lasted long and weathered the tides of time. Some of us may have only one story, or maybe only a few, while others may have more than they can recollect. Despite the differences, these beautiful, romantic, inspiring, epic adventures have shaped us all forever. We are here today to send Daniela and Brian off into a beautiful love story of their own. But before we do, let us remind them what love truly is. Now, being in love is different for everyone, but there are some undeniable truths that cannot be argued. To be in love with someone is to put them before yourself. It is unconditional. It is selfless. It is beautiful. It is a never-ending source of happiness in one's life. But it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it is hard work. It is communication. It is empathy. It is biting one's tongue or turning the other cheek. It is something that needs a commitment from both sides in order to work. And that is why we are here today. We are here to share in that commitment being made. We are here to support them, to hope with them, to be proud of them, and to bear witness in this new chapter of their love story. You fell in love by chance.
Want me to get a handkerchief?
Sorry, babe.
Handkerchief, anyone?
Okay.
You ready? You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enriches you, makes you think, grow, laugh, and overall makes an ordinary day a whole lot better. You're about to make promises to one another. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and to always find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. Brian, do you take Daniela to be your wife, your partner in crime, and your one true love?
I do.
But wait.
There's the pause. You did it on purpose.
Will you cherish your union and love her unconditionally in sickness and in health? Will you trust her, respect her, laugh and cry with her, love her faithfully through the good times and the bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face? Will you give her your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Daniela, do you take Brian to be your husband, your partner in crime, and your one true love? Will you cherish your union and love him unconditionally in sickness and in health? Will you trust him, respect him, laugh and cry with him, love him faithfully through the good times and the bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face?
I do. Oh, is that it? Sorry. Go ahead.
We'll do it again. Will you give him,
We should have read this thing.
will you give him your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
May I have the rings, please?
So sweaty. So sweaty. Thank you.
Brian, please place this ring on Daniela's finger and repeat after me. Daniela, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment and of my undying love and devotion to you.
Daniela, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment and undying love to you.
Daniela, please place the ring on Brian's finger and repeat after me.
Hold on, he puts his glove on. Okay.
Brian, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment and of my undying love and devotion to you.
Sorry, say it again. Brian,
I
give
rehearsed
you...
it. Although I think I still screwed it up.
Okay, go ahead. Brian,
Give you my
okay. Say
commitment,
it in
undying
pieces.
love, and then devotion.
Brian, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment and of my undying love and devotion to you.
Brian, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and my undying condotion to you. Devotion
Close,
to you?
close
Okay,
enough.
we get it,
Yeah,
we get
we're good. We're good.
it. Condotion's not a word.
No, it's okay. We can edit it. It's it's not like we're recording it.
You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. These rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed many moons ago, deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface. They were dug up, metal was heated, liquefied, molded, cooled, and then polished. Something beautiful was made from these raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that. You've created something invaluable, and just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments you've made to one another in this moment. Today, Brian and Daniela, who began on separate paths, have been joined as one. You, their family and friends, are a community of support for them. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in loving each other. I ask that you always stand beside them and never between them. Offer them your love and your support and refrain from judgment. Encourage them when encouragement is needed and listen carefully when they seek your advice. In these ways, you can honor this marriage. Therefore, I ask, now that you have heard Brian and Daniela exchange their marriage vows, do you, their family and friends, promise from this day forward to encourage and love them and to help guide and support them in being steadfast in the promises they have made? If you agree, please say, we do.
We do.
At this time, I would like to draw your attention to the box that sits in front of Brian and Daniela. Do you want to open it? This box contains letters from one to the other. The letters describe their love for one another, the moments they have shared, and the reasons for which they chose to share a lifetime with each other. The letters are sealed in individual envelopes and they have not been seen by the other. They have chosen to read these letters on their 1-year anniversary as they reflect on their first year of marriage. On their 1-year anniversary, they will then write a new sealed letter to one another and place it in the box to reopen on their 5th-year anniversary, so on and so forth. Over time, if there comes a time that you are not seeing eye to eye, let this box and these letters remind you of all the reasons you choose each other and all the things that help shape the life you have created together. Never take your blessings of being together for granted. The romantic sentiments you wrote, the declaration of love, the clear thoughts about why you chose this person as your life partner will help put you back on even ground. I recommend that you keep the box in a place of honor, prominently displayed in your home as a constant reminder of your commitment to each other. Brian and Daniela, you may now close the box. Before I pronounce you man and wife, I have just one more thing I want you to do. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly. It's a day filled with emotion, chaos, and so many memories. Many people remember how fleeting their own wedding day was. So I want you to take a few seconds to look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place, in this moment. Really let that feeling register in your heart and in your mind. Now, I want you to think about your life together in 20 years. Where are you? What are you doing? We all know that your visions of the future will not be identical. They will always be complementary. As John Lennon once said, a dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together, that is reality. Then your reality starts now. Daniela, Brian, I now pronounce you man and wife. Make it simple.
One look at you, my whole life falls in line. I prayed for you before I called you mine. Oh, I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. I get to love you. I get to love you. The way you love, it changes who I am. I am undone. Nothing God wants again. Oh, I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll
Give it up for groomsmen John Ryans and bridesmaid Janika Dumbrike. Show some love to groomsmen JB Paragas and bridesmaid Camille Dumbrike. Please welcome groomsmen Marcos Foneda and bridesmaid Melissa Barraza. Give it up for groomsmen Jonathan Glenn Kidd and Kaylee Piazza. Show some love for best man Mark Crespo and bridesmaid Tori Singer. The relationship began in April 2012 when Brian messaged Daniela and she thought he was hilarious. They texted back and forth for weeks before finally meeting. They found they had a lot in common, but the craziest part was that they had grown up just a few blocks away from each other. Together, they enjoy being parents to their Great Dane, Hodor, going to the dog beach, lounging around and watching Game of Thrones, taking long drives, exploring new places, and calling each other poo-poo. Ladies and gentlemen, señoras y señores de pie, get on your feet to welcome, for the first time ever, por la primera vez, Mr. and Mrs. Gaspardo!
On December 19th, 2015, Daniela was throwing Brian a 30th birthday party with all their friends. Brian had been dropping some weird hints all day that made Daniela feel like he was going to propose, but she didn't want to be disappointed, so she kept an open mind. Later, around 10 p.m. that night, Brian gathered everyone in the living room and asked for a pillow. He put the pillow on the floor and got down on one knee. You probably know how the story ends because we now welcome Mr. and Mrs. Gaspardo to the dance floor for their first dance as husband and wife. Ahora le damos la bienvenida al señor y señora Gaspardo a la pista de baile para su primer baile como esposos.
You're the northern wind, sending chills down my spine. You're like falling leaves in all night. You're the lullaby, it's singing me to sleep. You are the other half, you're like a missing piece. Oh my love, oh my love, oh my love. You don't know what you do to me. We were all 4 seasons roll into one. You're like the cold December snow in the warm July sun. I'm the jet black sky. It's just before the rain, like the mighty current pulling you under the wave. Oh my love, oh my love, oh my love. You don't know what you do to me.
And now let's welcome Daniela and Brian to the dance floor for a special dance with some people who are very near and dear to their hearts. Y ahora un baile con algunas personas que están muy cerca y querido a sus corazones.
Wish you peace when the moment comes. Warmed by the fire's glow.
dinner, and the coordinator will come around and dismiss the tables. Por favor, esperen por su mesa.
So I am a friend of Daniela's, actually, and I guess Brian's, kind of by association. Okay, so real quick, how me and Daniela met. We actually met on Craigslist. We were both, I was 20 and she was 19, and we were both on the roommates looking for roommates section on Craigslist, and we found each other, and eventually we started emailing each other, and we met up, and we met at Taco Bell, and we hit it off, obviously, because here I am, I'm her bridesmaid, so thank you, Craigslist. Okay, so me and Daniela actually met like right before her and Brian got together, so I've kind of like seen their whole relationship blossom and go through its stages and everything, and they are probably like the most fun couple that I know and I'm around, and every time I come over, like whether it's for dinner or like hanging out or helping with wedding stuff, it's just always so fun, and they're just like always like joking around, and they're just fun people to be around. And she's like the logistics side of the relationship, and he's kind of just there to like calm her down all the time. And I think that's why like they work so well. He's just there. He's just the cameras always. And I guess the best way for me to kind of describe their relationship is that this is for my toes. So the best way for me to describe the relationship is that his weird matches her weird, like way too perfectly, obviously. Like you guys all saw it, and they're just like the cutest couple, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of everything. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyways, if everyone could raise their glasses. Brian and Daniela Gaspardo, thank you so much for letting us all be a part of this beautiful moment in your lives, and I wish you both endless happiness and laughter and weirdness and love, and I'm just so happy to be part of this.
All right!
My name is Jonica. That's my sister Camille who did the first speech, so I probably won't do the whole thing about how we met. It's the same exact thing. We met through Craigslist. Glad she wasn't crazy. I mean, just a little bit, but the perfect amount of crazy for me, you know? I just want to thank everybody for coming here today and helping me and Daniela get through this crazy day, because we did it, we're here, we're out here. As like Daniela likes to say, we out here. Yes, we are, and we made it through her crazy day. And she looks beautiful, and I just want to thank her and Brian for letting me be a part of this. So yes. Congratulations to the beautiful couple and Hody, who I wish she was here. To the couple!
And now let's welcome bridesmaid Tori Singer.
So those girls were amazing, but I wrote this shit up. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tori, and Daniela's been my best friend for about 10 years now. It has been that long. Over the last decade, our friendship has overcome many obstacles. We've had some falling outs, we've lost touch, but we've always seemed to return to one another. I've seen Daniela through some very hard times, and I've seen her through some very wonderful ones, and I'm so lucky to say that through this friendship, she shaped much of the person that I am today, and hopefully vice versa. When I knew that I'd be giving a speech tonight, I decided it might be fun to share my favorite Daniela memory, but when I tried to pick just one, I failed very miserably. There's just way too many memories, way too many laughs. But I was able to come up with one favorite Daniela phase, which is without a single doubt about age 15, 16, and it was something I like to call the boy crazy phase. It was a phase filled with boy talk, sleepovers, excessive Facebook stalking. It was a time when we spent hours discussing the perfect man, what he looked like, what he sounded like, what he dressed like to do, etc. It was about happily ever after, kissing in the rain, and basically everything you've ever heard on any Taylor Swift song ever. It was basically about finding Prince Charming. And here we are, 10 years later, and this incredibly beautiful, kind, and caring best friend of mine is married and glowing. And I don't know if I would necessarily call you Prince Charming, Brian, personally. But the reason being is because I think you're a lot greater than Prince Charming, actually. I think that when you entered Daniela's life, that you did something very big. I think that you filled it with unconditional love. You showed her a kind of love that has no boundaries or judgments, one that she can count on through the worst of times and take comfort in during the best of times. You introduced her to a concept greater than Prince Charming and happily ever after, and I think that that concept really was, I will love you for you forever. So this toast is for you. I have to grab my glass. To Brian, for all of the moments spent doing all that you could do for this beautiful woman by your side. May all of your days together be memorable, and may you have more laughter, love, and shenanigans than you know what to do with. I wish you both an endless amount of happiness, and I love you both. So, congratulations.
And now let's welcome the best man, Mark Crespo.
I may or may not be being threatened by the bride. Hi, I'm Mark. Some of you might not know me. Hi, I'm Mark. All right, well, how's it going? This is going well. So I'm going to start off with some backstory, okay? Some of you may not know me, so my stories are usually not concise. So that's just a little bit of backstory on myself. As far as Brian and I've known Brian for 17 years. We met at Bell Junior High. Technically in the 8th grade we met each other, but we didn't really become friends until 9th grade, in which, like most friends, we didn't have any classes together. We just ate lunch and talked about video games and System of the Down. The following year, we went to different high schools, actually. I went to the Rough and Tumble Morse High School, and Brian went to, some of you might have heard of it on the news. Brian went to the far-off and distant School of Steel Canyon. Till this day, not much is known about Steel Canyon, besides the fact that it is the furthest high school from the Pacific Ocean that's still in California, and I think they have equestrian classes. So it didn't stop us, though, from being best friends. Hanging out on the weekends, playing video games until dawn, occasionally off-roading with John in his Bronco, or nearly killing myself in my Geo Metro when we took him off some sweet jumps. We also went to different colleges. I'm sorry, I'm losing my notes here. We also went to different colleges, and that too was of no concern to our friendship. We were initiated into the 619 crew. I don't know if you heard of this. Also with John Ryan. As you can tell, Brian is very proud. On our different collegiate aspirations did not stop us from going on adventures as t-shirt ninjas or drinking Olive Jane's poorly hidden scotch, which I believe we owe her 10 bottles at this point. Yeah, she's back in that. Yeah. Cool. So we're in the clear. It's going really well. It's been a long time since high school and college, and there's been times where we haven't really been in good communication. There's been we've been distracted, but distance has never been anything that has hampered our friendships. It's what makes Brian such an amazing friend. We could have not talked for 3, 4, 8, 10 months, and it's just a few text messages, and it's like we've been in contact that entire time. And when Brian met Daniela, it was like, when you guys started dating, it was like watching you meet your future wife. And like, obviously now, it's true. But like, it was, like, I watched you guys, it was like seeing two people meet who had known each other for years. And don't get me started on Daniela. There's no better compliment to Brian than Daniela. It's incredible. You two sync in such a way, and I wish I had a whole different speech that I could give, because I'm getting towards the end of this one, about tabletop games. Because there's been times where I've played games with these two, and Daniela is cunning. These two are agents of chaos, and playing with them and being with them and just having like a casual time with them, it's incredible watching you two together, and I love you guys. And let's give these guys another toast, because this is... Yeah.
Now let's welcome father of the groom, Paul Gaspardo.
As they said, I'm the father of the groom. I'm Paul, Brian's old man. First and foremost, I just want to welcome Daniela to the family. She's a great young lady. She's got a big heart, inside and out. She's a great young lady. So I'm glad that Brian and Daniela have met and are actually married now, believe it or not. Brian, well, I've known Daniela about 4 or 5 years. Brian, I've probably known him since he was 5 seconds old. So he was a little shit then, and now he's grown up to be a real bigger shit. No, he's grown up to be a great young man, and I'm really, truthfully, really tremendously proud of him. And I'm really happy for both of them. I think they're a great couple. And in 25 years, and we'll be talking at their 25th anniversary, and we'll party hardy. So I want to thank all my family, Tani's family, who came out for this occasion, and all my friends from close by and from Missouri, etc. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I want you to leave here and be safe. But I want to congratulate the couple. They're great young people. And at some point in time, I'm hoping we're going to have a Grandpa Gaspardo. We'll see. Probably not a Gaspardo name. Not pretty unique. So I love you guys. Congratulations. No, I'm not going to kiss my kid. All right, take care. I'm done. I'm out.
And now let's welcome mother of the groom, Jane Ryan.
Thank you, Paul. Well done. The two of you make me so happy. I want to thank you all for coming tonight. This is one of the happiest days of my life. I couldn't be more proud of my son, and I couldn't love Daniela more as a daughter and her family. I think this is just an amazing day for me, and I really don't have a lot to say, but I love you both very much, and I'm so happy for you. And yeah, the baby card looks good too. I love you both. And let's raise a glass and have a cheer to the new couple, and thank you all for coming.
Bienvenidos a los padres de la novia. Welcome parents of the groom, Maria y Jose Alvarez Malo.
Buenas tardes. Yo voy a leer las palabras de mi esposo, pero aquí está al lado de mí, como siempre. Buenas tardes. Somos los papás de Daniela, José y María. A nuestras familias, a nuestros amigos y a todos los que nos acompañan el día de hoy tan especial, queremos darte las gracias. Este día es una celebración de Brian y Daniela. Estas son las palabras de su papá a su hija. Hija, cuando te vine a hacer, vi una luz que iluminó mi vida. Y hoy, que te veo tan feliz, vuelvo a ver esa luz. Reflexiona en todos los años que estuvo bendecido por verte crecer. Tú captivaste mi corazón desde que naciste y convertiste en la hermosa mujer que eres hoy. Eres y seguirías siendo mi niña y mi nena. A través de los años, vi como siempre luchabas por ser independiente, de querer ser tú, siempre adelante, atenta y logrando tus objetivos. Hoy también gano a un hijo, Brian, el cual a través de su amor a nuestra hija Daniela y del respeto que siempre le ha tenido, hoy te recibimos en nuestra familia como parte de nuestras vidas. Brian, estamos seguros que siempre cuidarías de Daniela. Has ganado nuestros corazones desde un principio por tratar a nuestra hija con dignidad, amor y respeto. Estamos llenos de orgullo para los dos. Hija, hoy inicia un capítulo nuevo de tu vida y mi mejor tranquilidad es que estás al lado de un buen hombre. El matrimonio es la unión de un hombre y una mujer que se aman, que se comprometido ante a Dios para cuidarse, respetarse y ser fieles el uno al otro. El matrimonio es de los dos, que va formando a través de los años, siempre juntos, apoyándose el uno al otro para que cada día es mejor. La luna de tu vida y el sol y las estrellas que ustedes han creado desde el 2012 se convierte hoy en una realidad. Por esta razón, deseamos brindar por ellas. Levantan sus vasos por Brian y Daniela. Que el futuro les traiga felicidad, sabiduría y familia para que finalmente somos abuelos.
She said, thank you so much for coming. And in her father's words, I see your light that shines in my world and I'm blessed to know you. You're a beautiful woman. You've always fought to be independent. And they said to Brian, you've always had so much respect for Daniela from the start. You love Daniela so much. And about marriage, she said, this is a new chapter in your lives and that he's a good man. They repeated that twice. And they said that the husband and the wife must share their life so that they make each other happy and always support each other so that the next day is better than the last. And they would like to be grandparents muy pronto. Now let's welcome Brian and Daniela to the microphone.
So, if you know me, I'm terrible at public speaking, and so I've kept this short and sweet. On behalf of me and my wife, thank everyone for coming today, sharing this special day with us. I know a lot of you have traveled from great distances to be here, and it means the world to us. I would like to also give a special thanks to my wonderful bride, who has been the mastermind behind all of this. Put all of this together. I helped a little bit. I did some Photoshop stuff. It's nothing in comparison to what she did for us today. I'd also like to give a special welcome to my new family. I apologize ahead of time if I don't remember everyone's name at first. My memory isn't very good. My mother always told me growing up that if that I would forget my if it wasn't attached. So she used to tell me that. I didn't make that up. Shoot. So, in finale, I'd just like to say I hope everyone takes full advantage of the open bar. And has a great time tonight. And I'd like to thank you all for coming again. And
Alright, I have a few words. I'd like to thank all those who came and also all those who, unfortunately weren't able to come, but I know are here with us. I'd like to say happy birthday to my grandmother, who is currently in Mexico right now, but it is her birthday, so an even more special of a day. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and it has been such an honor to be a part of Brian's family now. And yeah, join us up here for cake cutting. No, please enjoy yourselves. We're about to cake cut right soon.
we're about to cut the cake. I don't know, 5-10 minutes or something, but in general, let's all start migrating up. I almost spilled that. Up to the castle. Thank you.
Hola Castillo, por favor.
He's coming with. Happy night, don't miss our makeup. He wants to put us up here and see this fest. Oh, so fast! Very good. Oh, Gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like, 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your